Good morning. I am filming this video for you guys before I've even had coffee. I was going to do this video last night and I was exhausted. Went to bed super early. So I'm filming this before I start my adventures for today. And I wanted to just introduce this new deck to you. This is the Oracle of the Mermaids. I was downtown yesterday where I'm visiting and I couldn't resist going into, of course, a million stores and I saw tarot cards and they had a whole plethora of tarot cards that I'd never seen before. So I went ahead and bought two new decks and this is one of them. The other is Illuminating the Prophecy. It's the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. Those look really interesting as well. So I did not bring my tripod, so we're going to kind of be doing this a little old school here like this. And I also, I'm just going to have a seat here. I also wanted to let you guys know that I am booked up through the week of August 3rd already, and which is this week. And I am starting to book up through the week of August 10th. I'm about halfway booked through the week of August 10th. So if you guys are looking for a personal reading, give me a shout out. I will not be answering emails likely until after Wednesday. So just keep that in mind. If you send me an email, I will go in the order in which I receive them. All right, guys. So let's get started. Sorry about the wobbly camera, but I wanted to introduce you guys to these beautiful cards. So let's start with the Mirror. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Okay, so we're approaching the portal of Lionsgate 8-8 quite rapidly here. And one of the things that is coming through for a lot of feminines is we are still birthing the new earth. So a lot of us are still feeling, even men who are divine feminines, you can be feeling as though you're giving birth. So swollen breasts, swollen belly, cramps, just things that, mood swings, things that make you feel like you may actually be pregnant. It's very strange. Also, for women, menstrual cycles are very off right now, so they're coming either earlier or later, and every month is sort of different. That's really common right now as we collectively are, I think, merging. And so there's a lot of physical symptoms. I've noticed a lot of throat symptoms: dry throat, scratchy throat, itchy throat, and as well as just really this kind of feeling of restlessness. It's been hard to explain, and I kind of avoided it last week as I was with family and my nephew, so I was pretty distracted and really busy. And I don't like that word busy, but when you're distracted, you don't realize it. So when I got to where I am now, and I got into my little Airbnb, and I realized, oh, I'm all by myself, and everything hit me. So if you're feeling the emotions right now, feminine, I had a couple good cries yesterday. As soon as I was alone, I was able to feel everything. There is this hurricane/tropical storm that's approaching the east coast of the United States and affecting where I live. And this is the first time that my divine masculine has not even reached out to me to make sure, are you okay and be safe. So it got me pretty emotional. And so I know I don't share a lot with you guys. It's because my divine masculine is a very private person, and I really am too. And of course, we're mirroring each other. But it hurt my feelings. My feelings are definitely hurt, and there's a feeling of being forgotten by my divine masculine. And like he's really just tried to write me out of his life. And so I think a lot of feminines are feeling that way. And so I just wanted to put that out there, that if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. Also, we're feeling their feelings right now. Her soul sister Liz from Guided by Angels was talking about the other day on one of her videos how if you're feeling in your emotions, the masculines are feeling very sad, they're missing you, and so we're picking up on their emotions as well. Okay, so let's go into these cards. So we have Mirror, Mirror. Now, to me, this card is about knowing yourself, self-knowledge and looking deeper into who and what we truly are. And of course, we know the mirror to be our twin flame. But right now, 2020 is really a time for divine feminines, divine masculines to sort of go separate paths for many of us. So even those in union are sort of kind of on different paths, if you will. Even if you're living with your divine masculine, or you're in some sort of union or reunion, you're likely still on different paths, spiritually and mentally and emotionally and even physically, in certain ways. It's more about the universe, the universal and the collective consciousness at this time. It's less about, don't take this the wrong way. It's less about individual unions and more about the collective consciousness. This does not mean unions aren't happening. It does not take away what I've been saying for months, that I feel unions will happen between 2020 and 2023. It just means that right now the priority is waking other people up, waking the collective up, and that is the priority. So feminines are really getting into their mission work at this time, and we're less focused on the physical aspect of union because we've really been forced into serving, whatever that looks like. It does not have to be spiritually based, just so you guys know. There's many different ways to be awake. There's many different ways to serve, okay? But the mirror is, it's also the world right now reflecting back to you who you truly are. I noticed when I was with my family that I wasn't able to fully be myself or be authentic. It felt really yucky and really strange. And when I mentioned anything even related to, I don't talk about my twin to my family, but when I mentioned even anything related to kind of this idea, it sort of just gets shut down. And so I really felt like I was wearing a mask all week, and I think that's why I was so emotional yesterday and just had a good cry in the shower when I got to my Airbnb, was because I realized that I couldn't be myself, and that I was being inauthentic, and I knew it. So we're starting to realize when we're being inauthentic with ourselves, and we're starting to pick up on that and make some changes. Now we have Lemuria that wanted to emerge in this reading. Earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation. So the oceans are really an important topic at this time. Just animals in general, the earth in general, conservation, preservation in general. But you see her swollen belly. So what I'm really picking up on in this is the symptoms I was talking about, the pregnancy, the spiritual pregnancy, and the spiritual babies that we're giving birth to right now. Now, you could have a spiritual baby and not necessarily give birth to an actual physical baby in this lifetime. So some feminines won't necessarily have physical children, but you will feel your spirit babies with you. And this is exactly what it feels like. It feels like we're nurturing another being. We're nurturing the birth of the new earth right now, and your spirit babies are indeed with you. We have this Silky in her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. Exactly what I was just talking about. So spending time really, and I don't know these cards yet, and since I don't have my tripod, I can't even really look at the book and film at the same time. So I'm just going to go on my intuition right now with these cards. So this is about the feminines realizing that you are worthy. Shedding any sort of unworthiness. This is about the worthiness wound and worrying about what other people are going to think, and also about feminines realizing who you can be authentic around and who you can't be. And it might come as a shock. It might come as, it was depressing to me to realize I couldn't be myself authentically around my brother and sister-in-law. Like I couldn't, or my nephews even, like I could, my nephews less so because they're kids, but I couldn't fully just be myself. And so that's something to really keep in mind, that that's quite a painful revelation. So bear that in mind, that it may be emotional. My voice just cracked. Throat chakra there, speaking your truth. I wasn't able to speak my truth, and when I tried to, I sort of got shut down or judged. So stepping into your authenticity, feminine, is really important at this time. So we have dreams, vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. Yes, many of us are having very, very vivid dreams. This is including the divine masculines. And they're dreaming of their divine feminines. They're dreaming of past lives of their divine feminines. They're dreaming of you. And reuniting with you. They're just not speaking it, most of them, in the 3D. And I know that many of you are in contact again. Many of you have emailed me, or you can read the comments, guys. Many people are back in communication. But there are many of us also that are not in contact or communication. And so the only contact we're having right now is in the 4D, the dream state, or in the 5D. So dreams are very vivid. I know I've had some crazy vivid dreams over the past week, even on vacation. So keep that in mind, guys, that information will come to you in many different ways, is what Spirit is just telling me. And then we have visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, right? Clairvoyancy. Many of you are stepping into your gifts are coming online, your clairvoyant gifts, seeing out of body travel, right? Astral travel, which can be definitely a bit scary when it first happens. You just kind of want to come back into your body. It happened the other day. I was meditating. I was doing a open your heart meditation, and I felt myself shift out of my body, and I almost had a panic attack. It felt like anxiety, and if you've ever experienced an anxiety or panic attack, it's very unpleasant. It's very scary. And I felt very ungrounded. So I had to stop the meditation. And as soon as I stopped meditating and stopped the audio, I was able to come out of it. But yeah, we're definitely having these, dreams and psychic visions. I'm not surprised to see these two together. And the crane bag, I actually do have the book to look for that, because I had no idea what that was. But it's talking about sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter. So this is about cleaning up your space. And crane bags are items that hold energetic and healing power. Okay, so you can see she's holding a crane bag there. It's like life force. It's unconditional love. And it's really saying it's time for you to go through your closet, your wardrobe, any items that you own, and look through any places, your car, your home, your workspace that empower or disempower you. It's time to clear, and it's time to align with who you truly are and what's truly representative of you, so you can start to align with your authenticity and reclaim your authenticity. So this is all about items holding energy. And it's interesting because I've picked up a lot of items on this trip. I'm into pottery. I love pottery, beautiful pottery pieces like coffee cups and bowls and things like that. I love them, and really colorful ones. And so I picked up some gifts for others, and I've picked up, just some things, obviously these tarot cards along the way, and, being very mindful that items carry energy. So you guys can see, I'll give you a little glimpse of my bag there. It's blue and red. So I even chose the colors on purpose, purposefully choosing the colors that are just really vibrant and that really speak to me, and that, I'll actually be using that today, going on some hiking adventures. So yeah, just really wanted to introduce you guys to this deck. Sorry, this is not a detailed reading, but for A, I'm not awake. I need coffee. B, I've got a really busy day ahead. Booked a massage and dinner for myself and some adventures during the daytime. So I'm really just gonna kind of get myself going for the day. But I'm thinking of you guys. I'm sending you guys lots of love. And I'm going to try to do an introduction to the Ravens Prophecy Tarot too. Those are pretty cool. They're pretty wicked awesome. And I'm sending you guys lots of love. I'll see you soon.